Have you ever had a conversation with a friend about a specific pair of shoes or a vacation spot, and then, 10 minutes later, you open your phone and see an ad for that exact thing? You freeze. You stare at the screen. You ask yourself, is my phone listening to me? The tech companies will tell you no. They will say it is just a coincidence. They will say their algorithms are just very good at guessing, they are lying. But the truth is actually much scarier than a microphone recording your voice. They don't need to listen to your words because they already know your thoughts. Welcome back to Silicon Shock. Today, we are stepping into the invisible cage. We are going to explore how privacy died without a funeral, and how you became the most tracked, analyzed, and sold product in human history. This is not a story about hackers in a basement. This is a story about the apps you love, the devices you trust, and the invisible economy that trades your secrets for profit. Let's start with a hard reality. In the United States, privacy is considered a right. But in the digital world, privacy is a currency. And you have spent it all. Think about your house. It used to be your castle. It was the one place where you could be truly alone. Now, it is a surveillance grid. You have a smart speaker in the kitchen that is always waiting for a wake word. You have a smart TV that tracks what you watch and for how long. You have a robot vacuum cleaner that maps the floor plan of your home, knowing exactly how many square feet you have and where your furniture is. You have a doorbell camera that watches who comes and goes. These devices are convenient. We love them. But they are also sensors. They are feeding data back to a central brain. Why does a company need to know the layout of your living room? To sell that data to insurance companies? To determine your net worth? To predict what kind of furniture you might buy next? The answer is yes, to all of the above. We are living in the age of surveillance capitalism. In this system, you are not the customer. You are the raw material. Your behavior, your location, your health data, and even your sleeping patterns are mined like gold. But here is where the fantasy turns into a nightmare. Have you ever heard of a digital twin? In the world of big data, companies are building a virtual copy of you. This is your digital twin. It looks like you. It acts like you. It has your history, your preferences, your fears, and your desires. But it lives inside a server. Tech giants use this digital twin to run simulations. They test ads on your twin to see what works. They test political messages on your twin to see what makes you angry. They torture your digital ghost to figure out exactly how to manipulate the real you. When you see that ad for the shoes, it's not because they were listening. It's because they ran a simulation on your digital twin, and the computer predicted with 99% accuracy that you were ready to buy shoes today. They know you better than you know yourself. This predictive power is the subconscious fear that Americans are feeling right now. It is the feeling of losing free will. If an algorithm can predict your divorce before you even know your marriage is in trouble, and yes, they can do that based on your credit card spending and location history, then are your decisions really your own? Or are you just walking down a path that was paved for you by a machine? Let's talk about data brokers. These are the shadow companies that no one talks about. Google and Facebook are the ones you see, but data brokers are the ones you don't. They buy lists. They buy your DMV records. They buy your warranty registrations. They buy your mental health app data. Then, they merge it all into one master file. This file contains your credit score, your religious beliefs, your gambling habits, your medical conditions, and even your sexual preferences. And the scariest part? This is completely legal. In many states, there are almost no laws stopping them from selling this list to a potential employer, a bank, or an insurance company. Imagine being denied a loan not because of your income, but because an algorithm decided that people who buy your brand of cereal are higher risk. This is the invisible cage. You are being judged by a jury you cannot see, for crimes you didn't know you committed. The fear goes deeper when we look at facial recognition. We used to have anonymity in a crowd. You could walk down a street in New York or Los Angeles and be just another face. That is over. Cameras are everywhere. They are in the stores, on the street corners, and in the doorbells of your neighbors. With AI, your face is your ID card. You cannot leave it at home. We are moving toward a world where you are tracked from the moment you leave your door to the moment you return. Your location history is a diary of your life. It shows if you went to a protest. It shows if you went to a cancer clinic. It shows if you went to a therapist. If this data falls into the wrong hands, or if the government decides to use it against you, there is nowhere to hide. Some of you might be thinking, I have nothing to hide, so I have nothing to fear. This is the most dangerous lie of the 21st century. Privacy is not about hiding crimes. Privacy is about the freedom to make mistakes. It is about the freedom to explore ideas without being judged. It is about the freedom to be different. If you know you are being watched, you change your behavior. You become safer. You become boring. You become obedient. You stop taking risks. A society without privacy is a society without innovation, and ultimately, without freedom. This is the psychological trap. We are trading our liberty for convenience. We are trading our secrets for free email and funny videos. It seems like a good deal until the walls close in, but let's look at the future fantasy, or horror. We are now seeing the rise of Neuro-Rights. As we develop brain-computer interfaces, like Neuralink, the final frontier of privacy is your mind. Right now, your thoughts are the only thing that is truly yours. But what happens when you connect your brain to the cloud? What happens when advertisers can read your emotional reaction to a product directly from your neurons? We are approaching a time when mental privacy will be the biggest civil rights battle in history. Imagine a world where your boss can check your focus levels. Imagine a world where the police can scan your memory. This is not science fiction. The patents for this technology already exist. Silicon SHAKH is here to wake you up. The invisible cage is built, but the door is not locked yet. You still have choices. The first step is awareness. Understand that free is never free. If an app is free, you are the product. If a service is free, your data is the price. The second step is intentionality. Do you really need a refrigerator that connects to Wi-Fi? Do you really need to share your location with a flashlight app? Every time you click accept all cookies, you are selling a piece of your soul. Stop giving it away so cheaply. We are not asking you to throw your phone in the river and live in a cave. We are asking you to be the owner of your life, not the user. Be unpredictable. Confuse the algorithms. Search for things you don't like. Drive a different route to work. Don't let the digital twin become the master of the real you. In the United States, the eagle is the symbol of freedom because it flies high and sees everything. But today, the eagle is being watched by the drone. The roles have reversed. The death of privacy is not just a technical problem, it is a human problem. It changes how we trust each other. If I record our conversation, is it a conversation or an interview? If I track your location, is it love or stalking? We are blurring the lines until trust evaporates. In the next episode of The Silicon Shadows, we are going to explore the consequences of this data. We will look at the great replacement of skills. We will discuss how AI is not just watching you, but learning to be you, and how it plans to take the last thing you have left, your purpose. Thank you for watching Silicon SHAKH. The shadows are deep, but the light of knowledge is stronger. Protect your data. Protect your mind. And remember, in a world of constant surveillance, the most revolutionary act is to be private. See you in the next episode.